Hey, I love my roommates. What's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite movies, TV shows, and animes. And today I'm going to be doing a movie roundup video where I talk about the movies, TV shows, and animes I watched in the last few weeks or so. Yes, I know it's like May 20th, but just pretend that it's only been halfway through May, because I've been busy. So anyways, I started off May with The Goldfinger, which is a new Hong Kong film released last year, and it is directed by Felix Chong. And it kind of is like the Wolf of Wall Street of Hong Kong, but the directing is more annoying. And Tony Leung is a great actor, but he is no Leonardo DiCaprio, even though I like Tony Leung more as a character, but Leonardo DiCaprio is just something else, man. But the use of music in this film is very tacky and obnoxious, and it's like I'm watching a music video at times. The CGI is terrible, the color grading looks like an Instagram filter, and the movie is very flat. The story is flat and it reads like a Wikipedia page. This is the first time Tony Leung and Andy Lau had worked together, and that's great. It's the first time since Infernal Affairs 3, but the reunion didn't pay off at all. 5 out of 10. Then I watched The Sympathizer, episode 1, on a big screen at USC for free. Yes, and it's only the first episode, but aside from that, we also got to see the Q&A with some of the producers, and also the professor. My professor, apparently, is the wife of the writer of the book that this show is based off of. What? That is interesting. Anyways, Chan-Wook's directing is top-notch as expected. There are a lot of really exciting scene transitions and editing tricks. At times it feels like an over-glorified spy thriller, but sometimes it also feels kinda over-directed, but maybe it'll grow on me. It's only episode 1, so who knows. I'm not gonna give a rating for now. Then I watched Evil Does Not Exist. Finally, I was able to see it, and on top of that, we even had a Q&A with Hamaguchi Ryusuke, the director himself, and the writer as well. And yeah, this is a very thought-provoking film about nature and human relationships, and the last 30 minutes of the film is a really strange sudden left turn, and it may turn some people off, but I kinda like how random it feels, I guess. The music by Ishibashi Eiko is spectacular as well, 8 out of 10. Then I watched Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, which is the first Studio Ghibli film. And right off the bat, I'm immediately thrown into a world full of history and lore and multiple factions and history. I just said history. And I feel like I'm just stuck in the middle of it. It was kind of confusing. But just like Akira, we learn the world's lore as we go along. And this film ended up being really moving and powerful with its anti-war and pro-environment messages, and there are emotional climaxes that almost made me tear up. It's also amazing how ambitious and bold this anime film is, considering that it's the first Studio Ghibli film. That said though, the music is kind of a mess, but overall, fantastic. 9 out of 10. Then I watched Enemy by Denis Villeneuve. This is released the same year as Prisoners, and for some reason, because Prisoners is the much better film, Enemy felt like the weird side quest, and a lot of the production value of this film also makes it feel like a student short film. All of the characters are pretty bland, and there isn't a lot of interesting things going on. What I love, however, is the premise and how much potential it has, and how interesting it can potentially be, but unfortunately it fell flat for the most part, 7 out of 10. Then I watched Problemista, the new A24 film by Julio Torres, and this is a fun, heartwarming, creative comedy about getting a work visa in the USA. Tilda Swinton completely nailed it, as expected, and the ending is very wholesome, 8 out of 10. Then I watched Hundreds of Beavers. I watched it at Laimla Royal Theater at Santa Monica, and I won a hat, so all that money for Ubering, totally worth it. Apparently the director was supposed to do a Q&A, but he forgot to come. But anyways, we had a huge blast. Every single joke was funnier than the last. In its entire 1 hour and 48 minute runtime, this film is jam-packed with jokes and running gags, and I really didn't expect myself to enjoy a slapstick comedy film this much, but I had a lot of fun. 9 out of 10. Finally, yesterday I finished watching The Apothecary Diaries, or Kuzuria no Hitorikoto. Yes, I finally finished it. Oh my god, I've been rushing to finish it. Yes, and there's a lot to love in this anime. The colors are great, Aoi Yuki's performance is really good. That said though, the music is kinda underwhelming, and the OPs are straight up bad. Some moments are historically accurate, some aren't. Some episodes feel like fillers, some episodes are bangers, but mostly it's really satisfying and the ending is very cathartic. 7 out of 10. So yeah, these are the movies, TV shows, and animes I watched in the last few days, weeks or so. Hopefully I'll be watching more for the rest of May, the month. So what did you watch in May? Comments below, let me know, subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.